Parkour! Parkour! Oh, there. Okay. Where can we climb here? Am I going to the right path? Of course not. Always getting goddamn lost. Always lost. But there's two places to go. Eh. Okay, we can go here. Right. And then it's okay. Okay. We are going. We are going. Ooh. Shiny.
Look, there's someone over there.
It might be him. We should hurry.
Adul?
Company.
Ah, it's mosquitoes again.
Can't lead them to the old man. They need to die.
Agreed.
Let's go. What the hell? Man, I hate when they fly, man.
Not this time.
Not this time. Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
That's it.
Not this time. Maybe next time.
Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me.
You
I've waited
right.
for you so long. You finally came.
But you were hiding.
Not who you think.
Clive.
Let it be.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's nothing, Your Grace. I prayed to the Founder that you would come, and at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the castle then? There is still a place for me in the kitchens.
Damn.
No, my friend. We will not be returning to the castle, not yet.
Poor
On a
man.
very important
Poor
expedition,
man.
one which may take some time. Could you wait for me in Eastpool until my journey is complete? I will come back for you then. I promise.
Of course, Your Grace. For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day.
That's loyalty, man. That's loyalty. What a guy. What a guy. So, are you alright?
Thank you, both of you. You've been most kind. The memory of serving the late Archduke was as one light in the darkness, and now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course,
But,
but it's better than the truth of the matter.
yeah.
Damn sight better. The blight is on our doorstep. Our harvests are failing. The people are leaving in droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half her worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stayed behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do. But unless a miracle happens, we won't be able to spare a crust of bread to share between
We need a
those
miracle.
we love.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them. But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs, they called them. Enemies of the Empire.
I know a man named Sid, who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord. Will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much like to speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village, and what might be done for Lady Hannah, after all she's done for us.
Yes, of course.
I'll be back.
I'll be back anon.
I'll
You
be
well,
back.
my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe journey.
Alright, sir. Level up. Nice. Nice. Okay. Bush. The Dean.
Deadlands are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
No wonder their crops are failing. The blight
This
is leaching
doesn't
away
look
from the
very
soil.
welcome.
And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this. No plants, no animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
Doubt it. That part, I doubt
We're
it.
able to use any magic here.
What?
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Take away the land's life force, and problems are all that's left.
I can hardly imagine what this place used to look like before the blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful.
Another spot here.
There it is. Phoenix Gate. Where it all went wrong.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Come on, Clive. It's time to discover the truth.
Let's go, Clive. Let's go. It is time. Or two. Yeah, two portals. There you go.
It's almost as if time had stood still.
I suppose no one had any cause to return here. No. It's just as I left it.
Huh?
Let's have a look around.
Man, his new gear, man. I like it. I like it.
Could I have done this?
Could anyone?
Gee, look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful details.
What is it,
Oh,
Torgal?
oh. What's going on? What's going on, buddy?
Clive.
Oh, the hell.
He's the only one who can tell me what happened. I have to know.
He's always the guy with the hoodie.
Where is he?
What was the game?
Nowhere to be seen.
Evil Within, I think, was also the dude, like mysterious dude with the hoodie. I think so.
Damn it!
God damn it!
What is this place, anyway? Some sort of shrine?
Sorry, you've never been here before. This is the Hall of the Gate.
The gate?
It's a relic of the Fallen. Only the Phoenix's dominant can open it.
Hence the castle's name. This was where Joshua was supposed to...
Yes. He would have stepped through this door the next morning and listened to the words of our ancestors.
Would you have gone with him?
No. The apodatory is holy ground. None but the dominant may enter. I and the other shields would have stood guard here and prayed for my brother's safe return. Where the hell did he go?
Perhaps he went inside.
He couldn't have.
Tayo, what the hell is that?
He'd need the power of the Phoenix.
That's... Are you singing Despacito? That's it. There you go. Yeah. Despacito. There you go. Ay. Sí, te sabes que es un salto de la mirándote.
Thank you, Joshua.
Ooh, it opened the gate.
Are you sure about this?
No, I'm not. But it is what it is. But it is what it is. I guess he is. You have to do it, man.
Another gate. Let's see if this one opens.
Easy.
Could this place really be a fallen ruin?
You could hardly call it a ruin. It's perfect. Like it was built yesterday.
What? Everything in the middle is is destroyed. And you say it was built yesterday.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Don't let this girl pick houses. They're gonna take your money, man.
Jill?
There you go. Of course.
What do we do?
The usual.
Tatakai. We tatakai.
More trouble.
More trouble.
Not this time. How can these things still function?
I prefer the fire style.
This must be what the fallen ruins were like before they fell.
Nice moves, thank you. I learned it on the automatic settings. No, it's not completely automatic. Yeah. So yes, got nice moves. It's just some combos that can be automatic. She. What is this? Come on, guys, come on. Oh shit, thank God I have the dog, man. I was going the wrong. That's what I need. in my life. Assistant dog. So he can show me the way all the time. Man. Who's a good doggo? Who's a good doggo? You are a good doggo. Cannot. The game doesn't let me pet you right now, man. I'll do it after.
Looks like he can take a beating.
Then let's give him one.
Not this time.
Not this time, I already told you.
Not this time.
Let's go. You son of a rock. We got it, guys. We got it.
Does any of this make sense to you?
Nope.
None. Let's find the hooded man and leave.
Or does it? Wait a minute. Their shape. Can I pet you now? God damn it.
Whatever they are, I don't think they're friendly.
Ooh, okay. Nice. Chill, boy. Okay, let's focus.
Would Joshua have had to run this gauntlet too?
No. At least not that I ever heard about. I imagine the Phoenix would receive a warmer welcome.
Or what just happened?
Here we go again. Where will we end up this time?
Surrounded by contraptions.
Nobody knows.
bent on murdering
Nobody
us.
knows.
Could the hooded man really have taken this path?
Man,
We won't know until we follow
he
the
does
way
it
to
fast
the end.
then.
Come on, let's keep looking.
Whoa! Another strong dude. Oh yeah, don't make me fall
Too slow.
to the hole, man. I take the big one, you guys take the small fry. Let's go. Chill. What is wrong with you? We got it.
Not this time.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, guys. Let's go. All right.
Look out! There's more of them.
You'll fall like the rest.
Cheating. We good. Is there a way you can like upgrade the size of your inventory? There should be.
Huh?
I don't like this.
Here we go.
Seems the feeling's mutual.
Oi.
Too slow. Not this time.
Oi. Press the attack. What do you mean? Okay, I understand.
Not for long, it isn't. With me. There. It's down.
This is our chance.
Man, take his ass down. She.
You lose.
Done. Done. Done, done, done.
It's done.
Ah, that's what I said. Guys
What are
keep
these
saying the
creatures?
same thing as me.
And why do they keep attacking us?
Do this is coming with us.
Asking themselves the
Elevator.
same thing. We're the ones trespassing here. They're just protecting their home. Jill, look.
Is that some kind of mural?
It's worth a closer look, whatever it is.
Where is the... Ah. Okay, now... Oop. Bam, 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 bam. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go.
All right then. This time.
Opa. Scheiße.
Not this time. Too slow.
Nice. Nice. Ooh, I'm on fire. Nice, nice.
It wasn't like the others.
You die. How you doing, man? How you doing?
Than we thought.
Thank you for the lurk, man. Thank you. How have you been? Give a shout out here to you, die. Give me a second here. My man, you die. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Go, go, Moogie, go. Here's your boy. Open your eyes, man.
Up, down, left, right, back.
All right. This time he didn't say fuck you.
Straightforward enough.
Go, 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 Moogie, go. Last time, yeah. that shout out was epic. I'm gonna give you a shout out. Fuck you. Did you saw the moves, Tyler? Did you saw the moves? What can I?
Look out!
Done. Ba, 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 ba.
What have we here?
Another fallen wonder.
Too quiet here. Well, dude, don't fall. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Good.
Lights.
Well, that did something.
That's me. Oh, it did something. Just pressing stuff. You do hear some lurk also. Do you die while he's streaming?
So, it isn't a dead end after all.
Apparently not.
Okay. Let's go, guys.
It all seems to lead to this room.
And look what's in it. How old do you suppose this is? 1,000 years? More?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before. Who is that in the middle, do you think? Some sort of god.
Yeah. Huh?
You're him. The second dominant of fire. Who are you?
What? You? What the hell? What the fudge? What the fudge? What the fudge? What the hell is this dude saying, man? What the hell?
What?
Not cool. Not cool.
I'm back. Joshua!
Man. Gee.
Stop it! Please! Stop!
Yeah, nah. Not cool, man. Not cool.
I did this.
Wait for it, wait for it.
Joshua chose me to be his shield. He gave me his blessing and asked me to keep him safe. I should have protected him that day. It was my duty.
Clive.
Joshua. Joshua died, I killed him. And I blamed another for what I did, to spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. So I ran from everything. And now? Are you ready to accept the truth? I am. I know it won't be easy, but it's what I must do. So that Joshua's soul can finally rest in peace.
Aye.
No matter how bitter the truth that awaits me, I will press on.
Come, Ifrit. Show me who you truly are.
All right. I think he's kind of weak, man. Shit, my dude. Chii! Shot too much. Man. Okay, a little bit. Damn. Crazy. Crazy.
Still you deny it. Even when the truth's staring right at you. Come on, Clive. Face your fears.
Wait. What the hell is going on, man?
I see. You'd have me learn by example. Too slow.
My God. Oh, chill, bro. Climb back down, man.
Not this time.
Oh.
Too slow.
Come back down. Oh shit. Jesus, dude.
Not this time.
Get up. Nice.
Not this time. Not this time.
Come on.
No escape, eh? It's all right. I'm done running from you. Together, then. It's time to find out who we are, once and for all.
Oh, double thing. Accept the truth.
Show yourself, Ifrit.
Ah, dude. Almost. What a mess! None. What the hell?
Enough. I know the truth of it now. You are not afraid. I am.
What the? Damn. What a fight. Acceptance. Wow, wowie, wow.
Clive, are you all right?
Jill. It's nothing. I'll be fine. No more chasing shadows. The hooded man isn't here. We should go.
Clive, are you sure you're all right? Whatever it is, you can tell me.
I had a hard enough time telling myself. I awakened as a dominant of fire, right here in this castle, and I've been running from it ever since. But now I know for certain who I really am. The second icon of fire, who killed my brother and burned this castle to the ground, was me. Ifrit.
Clive.
I took so many lives that night. and destroyed so many more, including yours. And I must atone for the crimes I've committed. But not before I learn the whole truth. How can a second icon of fire even exist? And why was I chosen as its dominant? Who is the hooded man who brought us here? And what does he want? I need to know. And since I'm still breathing, I might as well make myself useful.
We'll find your answers together. I want to learn the truth too. There'll be time enough for atonement when we're done.
I was hoping you'd say that. I don't think I could do this without you. You never were one to hide from the truth, even when we were young. And you haven't changed a bit.
You're wrong. I have changed. But I don't want to be that person anymore. The things she did were unforgivable. And yet, they're what brought us back together.
Thank you, Jill.
Oh.
If he is here, then the disturbance I felt at the care must have been confounded. The hour is later than I thought.
Meanwhile,
Tell me, who did this, or I'll see you suffer the same fate.
The man who delivered the coffin said, he said Sid paid him.
the hell?
I let you run amok with the rest of your
That's roid rage,
This
man.
is how you repay me? Find out where he is. I'll crush him, flay him, rip out his heart, him and all his filthy brood, and send every last one of them to hell. Out. Now!
Yes, my lord.
Alright. Alright.
Benedicta.
Well.
So, what next?
we returned to Eastpool. I promised the mayor I'd talk to him again. About Lady Hannah, amongst other things. Though she may be loath to leave, I can't help thinking she'd be safer with Sid too.
All right, we should arrange an introduction.
Okay, not too far. Oh,
Torgal, what is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
What happened here?
the fuck?
Imperials! You'll pay for this!
We've got a light! Remember our orders? No survivors!
Who would order such a thing?
Let's go. Then.
Thought you could escape us, did you, Branded? You were born as slaves, and you'll die one!
Kill all the ducal dogs!
Ducal dogs? They were innocent people! Not this time.
No, no chance.
Not this time.
Put them all to the sword! Bearer or no!
Where the hell are they? Holy
The bearers
moly.
and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annibella's command!
The hell?
My mother ordered this. Why?
Right.
Nice. Ben.
I'm sorry, Lady Hannah. You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
We're too late. Gav. Clive. Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew East Pool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
Ay, ay. Shit went down fast. Yep.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest. Lord Kuka has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
The hell is that guy's problem, man?
To Sid Solar, then. We have a lot to discuss.
Want to help? Lend your letters.
Easy for him to say.
Where's the...
To our friends, and to those who might have been.
And what do you want? Coin purse weighing you down? It's rubbing me blind, you know.
No, I'm not.
I reckon I can find a buyer.
Okay, let's...
Come again.
upgrade it.
Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Clive, was it?
Well? What do you want? Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. Not bad, if I do say so myself. And how am I meant to do that then? Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. It'll last you a good while. Anything else?
Oh, yes.
Can I see I'm busy here? So, what'll it be?
Man, how many?
Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it.
Can I compare here?
You can thank me later. And?
How many stuff do I have? Okay. Looks cool. I like, but I like this one. Okay, this one can stay. Alright, let's continue.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick breather.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true.
Facts.
Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Look at that smirk. Earlier.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we have sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men.
What the hell?
Sandbrook is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost?
And what of our legion? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do. Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Orther. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mother Crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today.
Not today. Not today.
We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals, we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mine from the Mother Crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the Mother Crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind? Well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the Mother Crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens.
Well,
for centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
because they only see power, my
They
friend.
didn't. Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Yeah.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups, the gods themselves.
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
Let's go.
You could have just said aye.
No, but
But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
that's how we do it, man. That's how we do it.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick...
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging?
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Yeah. So long. I already went.
Speaking of Oriflamme, are you the trader?
I went shopping before.
South have seen more
I went
than
shopping
double
before.
the usual traffic.
So no need.
You last met
No need.
some at Fowls Brewing, and it entires Borbile tea. Oh, just go
No
and see
need.
Otto,
No
will
need.
ya?
All right.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Clive, was it?
So you're really going through with it?
Yeah.
Sid's been talking about
I
going down
gotta
to
do it, man.
since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but... who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman? Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Tayo, what the hell are you doing, Tayo? No, despacito, nothing. God damn it. Is work going well, Tayo? Are they playing that song right now? That's why?
I suppose that's
everything. Or you just remembered?
Now to find Gav.
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Just following.
Oh, Chili the Wheelie. Ah, yeah.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Alright.
Can't all be as obedient as you,
Good. Ow.
Fine day for a little mischief. What you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army.
How's the game going? It's going well. Going well.
The better our chances.
Yes, Clive accepted himself.
Well,
He embraced.
have our icons to fall back on.
But he needs to discover the truth.
Sid, I don't know if I can. If Reed still seems to...
The lot of stuff here. Sus. There's a lot of stuff sus.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Hell no.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about
Garuda?
how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately.
Yeah.
I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days.
That battle, yes. Where they both are transforming, yes. I did, yeah.
You two behave now.
Now I can, like, activate a new power now. It's cool, was cool, yeah. Was cool. Was badass indeed. Badass indeed.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this dame fight?
What do we have now, man? Sheesh, there's the fight. Where the hell? How do I... Can I travel here? To go there? I just keep jumping from portal to portal instead of going straight. Okay. Ah, come on. What, F3? 3 things to fill. I thought it was only 2.
There.
We made it.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south.
Ba-ba-da.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
Oi?
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me?
Oi?
Clive?
What the hell?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
Unless?
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Dun, dun, dun. Alright, let me get some water and I'll be right back, guys. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
However do they get that?
You gonna buy something?
Oh, look at that sugar bull. Look at that.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Alright. Play low.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it?
She?
I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up.
What now, man? What now? Huh?
Another fucking branded. Oh, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
Damn. What the hell? What the hell, man?
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Ayo.
I suppose I'll need to get my coin purse.
Okay.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Okay.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
Seal obtained.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
The Dame.
I should probably start here.
You wear the Dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Of course.
Enough to have me look for one of your
course.
colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the Dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the Dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did.
Perhaps,
Tatienne shared a
perhaps,
room.
perhaps.
Her chambermaid may have seen something.
Perhaps.
She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every gil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the Dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
Damn, this one looks pissed off. Find
The
him!
man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown tired of us.
It's not
Well.
that. The garrisons are being called back to the capital. We're to join the legions.
That's the day done then.
Yep.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hey!
Hold your tongue. He wears the Dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't
Dodgy
seen
eye.
him around lately, though.
On account of him being...
That
in
was the
war.
expression I was thinking
Yeah,
about the
left
other
a few
day
days
when I was
ago.
talking to
Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
Tayo and Eka
The Dame, thanks you.
and Tsuki. Dodgy eye.
Moore is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Oh? Interesting.
Clive, Tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Okay. Can I, like... No, I can't. Alright. We are going to explore. Can you do parkour? Oh man.
Orifla, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
Ricky.
That's enough for today, Branded.
Talking with me? We're going to the right. We're going. Wait. Hello. Then
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here. Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. The stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a Branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
all right.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
What's this? A branded?
What is this?
Master, must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the Dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. Oh, what is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some
Rumor
few days
has-
ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the Dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Most helpful. Come here, boy.
You like that, don't you?
Can I? Ah, no.
It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Home. Done.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. You said her name was Tatienne.
You? Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's gonna find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the Dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a Dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the Dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the Dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel.
Can I fast travel? Cardio it is.
Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Alright. We have around more 15 minutes, guys.
If it was a message...
You are still in one piece, I see.
One Piece!
You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
No, she did good.
You found her then?
Yeah. Yes, we did.
I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
Oh, the remote. Thank you.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Or to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Okay.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon.
all the way up.
Any trouble on the way?
None worth mentioning.
As I was telling Jill, it's worse than I thought. The capital's crawling with soldiers.
And here I am, the deserter.
Here I am.
Which is
Just
why
me
we'll be
and
taking
you.
The back door.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. What?
Cheer up, you two. Can't think of a safer place in the Empire than a...
Excuse me?
brothel.
Really? Doesn't seem very private.
So then, how do we proceed?
We'll be using the glass gate. Tonight, just after sunset.
Where the shards are loaded for transport. That is one of the most heavily guarded points in all of Sambrec.
But not the most, which is a start. Besides, I know a shortcut straight to the heart.
A shortcut. And how exactly did you come to know about this fatal chink in the Empire's armor?
Let's just say I may have attempted something similar before. And may have ended up running for dear life after being discovered by Bahamut, but that's not important.
Sid, if the Mother Crystals truly are the cause of the Blight...
If? You wound me, Jill.
What I'm trying to say is, if the powers that be know all of this, why do they sit idle and allow it to continue?
In case you haven't noticed, the God-fearing people of this realm and their pious leaders care for but one thing, themselves. And they'll do whatever it takes to hold on to power. The rest of us are just a means to an end. The moment you raise your voice against them, you're decried as an outlaw, clapped in irons and slung in a cell to rot.
An outlaw.
Whoever controls the crystals controls the realm. But our kind can wield magic without them. To our rulers, we must seem the most convenient of tools. And the most dangerous.
But what makes them think they have the right to use us? To
Well.
leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Does a nobleman weep for a broken mug? A torn tunic? Our fate means nothing to them. No, this isn't a battle you can win with words. Believe me, I've tried, but nothing ever gets through. The world is simply not ready to listen. So to hell with talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
I can't. But what of all the people you mean to rob of their comforts? Are you happy for them to call you outlaw?
Sid the Outlaw. Ah, that'll do me.
You might at least pretend to take this seriously.
Have a little faith, Jill. Even if you don't think much of my choice of digs. If it means my deeds will be remembered, I'll gladly play the role of villain. But first, we have a gate to crash. And once we're in, there'll be no turning back. So you best make ready. The world won't save itself.
Damn. Alright. We are close to the end. Let's just travel to the next location. Yes. No returnings. Bum, 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 bum.
There are not nearly enough men here.
Then it's fortunate the city guard doesn't take sentry assignment as seriously as you do. This bodes well.
Won't be a first. This may not be such a terrible plan after all.
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
Only that your last secret shortcut was nowhere near as secret as you claimed.
Yeah, but that's half the fun of it. Life's too short for perfect plans. You want a plan that'll keep you on your toes, stop you growing old and complacent.
Worked for you, has it?
Clive, my boy.
Clive, my
Life's
boy.
smallest challenges offer the opportunity to grow and to change. You must embrace these moments. Allow them to suffuse your heart with a deep sense of fulfillment.
Narrowly escaping death at the hands of an enemy is not my idea of fulfillment.
Something wrong?
Not at all. Just wondering if the two of you had finished.
Right. We make for the Mother Crystal's heart as planned. Destroy it and the whole thing should come tumbling down.
And if the passage to the inner sanctum is guarded?
Then we embrace the moment and use it to grow and change.
Crystal's Curse. Okay, we'll leave this one for the next stream. Let me save here. And then we are going to raid someone here. Yudai is playing, he's a cool dude. Save, let's go. Nice. Okay, let's visit Yudai. He's playing right now. Thank you so much guys for being here, doing some lurk, doing some company. Let's visit now Yudai now. Take care everyone. I'll see you guys there. I'll be chilling there also a little bit. Alright, Yudai here. Preparing the ring. And we good. Let's go.